Welcome back, friends. We are in lesson number 61. In lesson number 60, we saw how we can use the whirl effect to make a sprite dance. In this video, we will see another usage of whirl effect, which is to make a sprite as though it's getting sucked into a kind of a storm, right? So for this purpose, I have created a simple project again. There's a dinosaur and there is this backdrop called the nebula, right? So what I will do for the backdrop is that I will use the whirl effect to create an effect as though there's some kind of storm brewing, so some kind of a vortex forming here. So what I will do is I will say, okay, when flag clicked, in the looks, I'll go and say set whirl effect to say 0. Uh, Thereafter, forever, right, and say change whirl effect by some amount, right? So whirl effect, remember, causes a twist. So I'll say change whirl effect by, let's say by 5, right? I mean, these numbers you can fine tune anyway. And thereafter I'll just say give it a small little weight, right? So what happens is that, let's say this becomes say maybe 0.1 seconds, and notice what happens now, right? Is that as soon as the program starts, it looks like some kind of vortex or some kind of cyclone is forming inside this nebula, right? And now if I want to make my dinosaur sort of disappear into this, I can just apply a little bit of a logic here, and I can say when flag clicked, maybe in the forever loop, I just want to keep it turning forever and also change its size, right? So I'll say, let's say in the motion block, I'll go and say turn, say counterclockwise by 15 degrees. In the looks, I'll go and say change size by, so say change size by say, uh, uh, say change size by, let's say -1. So change size by -1 because I want it to become smaller as it gets sucked in. And also I will make it, let's say, wait for say roughly 0.1 seconds, right? So you notice what will happen is that when I do this, my dinosaur will appear as though it's getting sucked into this whirlpool. So notice its size getting smaller and smaller as the program is going on, and that's why it's kind of like look like it's kind of disappearing somewhere in the horizon. Now you can use this quite effectively in your animations. However, there must be something I must be very careful of, since I'm changing its size and also turning it, right? So I must make sure that these things are back to normal, sort of back to the right position when I start. So I'll say point in direction 90 when the flag is clicked. Also, I will say set size to 100%, right? So that the size of the sprite is 100% when it starts. So with this, the code becomes repeatable. Every time I do this, I see the dinosaur getting sucked into the like in a nebula creating a cyclone, right? I hope you found this useful. Take care. Thank you so much. Bye bye.